Something that I do want, something that you do got. You so fly, I fly away.
Hello, it's Wednesday. Yes. Should I not start off like yeah? But today I'm discussing talking. What does it mean to talk? What does talking actually mean? Just because clarification is just not like it's not apparent. Like I feel like everybody that talks to somebody always goes through a struggle stage of you're not my girlfriend, you're not my boyfriend, but like where do we go from like what is it? Okay, talking means that you've picked somebody that you've decided, I want to get to know you more. I want to know more about you. I want to know you better. That's what that means. That doesn't necessarily mean that you've picked somebody that you want to date and marry. That is not what talking means. Okay, that's one. Okay, two, I don't care what anybody says. You cannot talk to multiple people. Like, yes, people do it. You can talk to them, but there's no way that you can talk to multiple people and build a relationship with one person. It's like it comes to the point where when you're talking to somebody, you hang out with them, you're around them, you spend time with them. And if you're spending your time and splitting your feelings between other people, there's no way that you can guarantee certainty without still thinking about somebody else. Like you can talk to somebody and talk to others, but there's no way for you to pick one person and have your whole heart and commitment into that person. So I say when you decide that you are on the level of want to talk to somebody, you need to like realize, okay, that means one person. One person. Three. When you talk to somebody, that means 1+1=2, not fish, meaning there's not infinite. This is very important when it comes to talking to somebody. When somebody, if you're talking to somebody, normally it's the girl that's like, cut off everybody. But guys also are like, cut off all the guys that you're talking to as well. You need to understand that you need to do that. And nobody's saying you got to drop everybody like flies, but you have to slowly pull yourself away from communication from people. And that's what people don't understand. You have to stop talking to people. They're not going to stop talking to you because you're not like, "Oh, I'm talking to somebody now, so bye." No, nobody's going to be like, "Oh, I'm talking to somebody." No, nobody's doing that. Nobody's just going out saying, "Oh, I'm talking." It's like it's my boyfriend or girlfriend, my wife or husband. Like there's no, this is my talking to. There's no such it's thing. Up to that person to just slowly back up, get away from them. You don't have to necessarily say I'm talking to somebody, but you do have to cut off communication. That's why there's problems in talking because people are still trying to communicate with other people. Like, what are you doing? Do you not understand the relationship is just us? You don't just I can't say this word, miraculously. If it's not right, don't say anything. I just said I couldn't say it. But you don't just, oh, I'm not a hoe anymore. I can just cut off every. No, in a relationship, no. You have to practice that. Practice that from the talking stage. Talking leads to relationships. And I'm not saying always. Sometimes after 2 months of talking to somebody, you're like, you're annoying as hell. I can't. I mean, that's why you talk, to get to know somebody. Okay. Now that's out the way. That everybody understands there's two people in talking, just like there's two people in a relationship. If you're talking to somebody and they're like, I don't want a relationship right now, you have to understand that means they're not fully ready to commit, meaning that they are still going to try to talk to other people. And it's up to you if you want to deal with that or not. If you're talking to somebody, they're like, oh, I want to talk to you and I want to eventually date you. Like, I want to be in a relationship with you. Then you're good. You're golden. But if they're saying they're not ready for a relationship, you have to decide in your mind, do I want to deal with somebody that could possibly, say, well, I told you I didn't want a relationship, so you knew. Like, do you want somebody to eventually throw that shit back in your face? You don't. So you have to make up in your mind, do I want to deal with this? Don't settle. People settle a lot. Do not settle. Just because somebody makes you happy sometimes does not mean you have to settle for them. If they're doing something that you don't like, bye. Like you're not making me happy all the time. And I'm not going to stick around for the sometimes. You have to care about yourself. Boys, you have to care about yourself. I'm talking to you because I know you watch. There's girls out there that don't care about y'all. And y'all stay with her because you don't want anybody else to have her. Let her go. Bye. You're ungrateful. You're not good for me. I don't want you. It goes the same way. Boys, girls. It goes the same way, y'all. But yeah, I hope I explained what talking was. Talking means two people in the process of getting to know each other that have the conversation, are we going to date later? You need to have that conversation. You don't need to assume. Everything needs to be talked about. Okay, what are we doing right now? We're talking. Okay, we're talking. Are we working towards something? Yeah, I want to date you eventually. Or I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, but I want to have somebody that I chill with, that I hang out with, that's mine, but I don't want to put a title on it. That's fine. But you need to have that conversation. Also, cut off all your hoes. Okay, the song that you heard at the beginning is called Honda Civic by Tory Lanez. This boy told me it's Lanez, but I'm really sure that's not right. So I'm gonna say Lanes, but if I'm wrong, correct me. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing like in the middle of the week videos, the Wednesday videos. I'm gonna do a song of the week, and that's the song. That song is awesome. And if you ever like to be in your feelings, you know, listen to stuff like that. If you never heard it, listen to it as well. But subscribe also to this channel and to my other channel. I'll link it down below. But yeah, and you can follow me on my social medias. But you can find those on my other channel. It's going to be linked down. Okay. Thanks for listening, and share this with your friends. And if you're talking to somebody, happy talking. And if you're not talking to somebody, then happy single life. Okay, bye.
That's all for you. And when I'm down on the ground and fucked up, girl, I'll call for you.